A few nights ago, I couldn't really sleep too well, and I kept replaying the same thing in my head. What if it goes wrong? What if I embarrass myself? What if it doesn't work out? My brain kept trying to solve a problem that didn't even exist yet. And that made me realize that most of our anxiety comes from things that we're trying to control, but we are not in control of. I used to believe that if I just thought about something hard enough, I could prevent it. If I stressed about it, I could avoid it. And if I planned perfectly, then nothing could go wrong. Take this as an example. I was getting ready for a first date and I noticed that I was getting a little bit anxious. I became aware of my anxiety and I realized the kind of thoughts that were coming to my mind. I was trying to imagine every single scenario in my head to prepare myself. The right type of questions to ask, what are the things I'm going to be talking about, how to keep it entertaining, what if the date doesn't go well, all these things. Then I realized that I'm trying to control things that haven't even happened yet and things that I'm not even in control of. And I realized that I stopped being present. Control is basically like a psychological comfort blanket. It feels productive and it feels like it's the right thing to do, but it's just fear trying to feel safe. Life has never been fully in our hands, and once I realized this, it made me look at anxiety differently. So there's a lot of things that we're not in control of, like other people's opinions of us, how someone feels about you. You're not even in control of your first emotional reaction to things. And yet, we burn all this energy trying to micromanage and control all of it, which creates anxiety. Anxiety is basically resistance to uncertainty. Your brain wants guarantees. It always wants to remain one step ahead and in control of everything. It wants safety, right? It wants to keep you safe, which thousands of years ago made perfect sense. If a saber-toothed tiger appeared, it's trying to eat you, your body responds by giving you sweaty palms, tunnel vision, fastened heart rate to help you get away from the threat. But today, it's not like we have that. You're staring at your phone for a reply, or you're getting ready to give like a presentation at work, right? But your body still reacts the same, like it's life or death. But it's not. And once I realized anxiety isn't trying to sabotage me, it's trying to protect me and it's trying to help me, I stopped fighting it and I accepted it. Anxiety isn't your enemy. It's outdated software running on the current world problems that we have, which are very different to what our ancestors faced. Here's what changed everything for me. I stopped asking, how do I control this? And I started asking instead, what is actually in my hands? Externally, very little. Internally, everything that matters. My effort, my habits, whether I show up or not. My response after the first emotion triggered by an event. I was on a run the other day and I remember I felt very exhausted and I started doubting myself. I remember my mind kept telling me, stop, like you're too tired, you're not gonna make it, like it's over, give up. But I refused to listen to that. I refused to give control to that, and I told myself that I was going to complete the run. And Lord and behold, I finished the run. The thinking that my mind was telling me during that run was not in my control. What was in my control is my effort and what meaning I give to this event. And it meant a lot to me because this was the first time I ran this amount of distance. You control the attempt, you don't control the outcome. Here's a quick exercise that helped me visualize this whole thing. So there I was one day, I literally drew 2 circles on a piece of paper. On the left was the circle that belonged to the things I control, and on the right was the circle which belonged to the things that I don't control. Now, I remember the thing that came to my mind was the amount of likes that my video gets or the amount of views that my videos get. And I thought to myself, is this in my control? Not really. Okay, what do I control? I control the consistency at which I upload. I control whether I film a video today. I control if I write a script today. And every time that I caught myself spiraling after that point, I visualized those 2 circles in my mind and asked myself, what circle does this belong to? And if it's circle 2, I let it go. right? Because energy that we spend on circle 2 is stolen from the things in circle 1. So don't spend time thinking about things that you can't control, because that takes time away from things that you do control. Now pause this video and actually do this. Write down the things that you are in control of and write down the things that you aren't in control of. Now, obviously, you are going to get some thoughts about things that you are not in control of. And all you need to do is just breathe, take a deep breath, and tell yourself that it isn't in your control, and then move on to the next action. Now, here's another daily practice that you can do to help you feel more grounded. Every morning, I write down 3 things that I can control, just on a piece of paper. An example of that is I control whether I train today. I control the food that I consume today. I control whether I'm going to be focusing on making videos today. It's very simple, and it trains your brain to realize what you are in control of and what you are not. If you ever feel like life is overwhelming and you get hit by a ton of anxiety, just remember this. You didn't choose when and where you were born. You didn't choose who your family is. And yet here you are. Life's still unfolding without your micromanagement. So stop trying to control it. You're simply here to participate in it. You don't control the wind, but you can control the sail that it points towards. So point it towards something that truly matters to you and let go of the rest. And as always, thanks for watching.